everybody, this is Jelisa. Thank you so much everyone for coming back to my channel, and thank you so much if you're listening in the podcast. As you can see everybody, I'm here in my house. I needed to come here and make this video real quick. I've been noticing something. There is a case that I have been watching very closely since I heard about the disappearance of Jennifer Dulos, right? So it's about her obviously, but the minute I learned that Jennifer Dulos out of New Canaan, right? One day she's here, the next day she just went to drop her kids out to school and then disappearing, and then she hasn't been seen since, right? She hasn't been seen since. And the whole ordeal that happened and what happened with Fotis Dulos, her ex-husband, and all of that stuff, it's just so crazy to me. This whole case is a big question mark. It's been already 4 years, and I've been following closely, not only because of how tragic the whole story is. I mean, Jennifer Dulos is a mom of 5 kids, right? And she was going through a crazy divorce, and she actually said, if anything happens to me, Fotis Dulos is involved, her ex-husband. I think I've done a lot of episodes about her, a lot of videos, and I gone to New Canaan. New Canaan is like 15 minutes from my house, so I'm always around there, specifically Waveney Park, where they last saw her car. Just kind of see like the area. And by the way, Waveney is a beautiful park too, so it's very close for me, that case, right? So I've been following it. I still pray that Jennifer Dulos is found. But then there's something interesting about this case. We all know what happened with Fotis, right? But there's something interesting besides everything else about this case, besides the fact that she has not been found, that things that I've been noticing specifically this year. So I discovered that Michelle Troconis, right, the girlfriend of Fotis Dulos, has a TikTok account, right? She has very active social media, like she's everywhere. I do follow her. I don't know if I actually follow the account, but I see her posting a lot on Twitter, or the X now that they call it, right? So I've been following what she posts, and it's so interesting to me how this lady who has been accused of conspiring to the disappearance of Jennifer Dulos, is a very active case. She's actually going to go on trial starting January 8th. We all know that Fotis Dulos is no longer alive, but in all these cases, when there's another woman involved in a marriage that's going through a divorce, and then the wife disappears, they always have to look at the other person involved, right? In that case, it's Michelle Troconis, right? So it's interesting to me. I don't know anything about the law. I don't know things about lawyers, any lawyer advice, nothing like that. I find it very interesting that Michelle Troconis has come to social media to reply to any comments that you might have to say against her, right? She's very active, like I said, and we know it's her because you see everybody else from her family. I think she has 4 sisters. You see her sisters supporting her on Twitter and replying back to people that don't necessarily agree with what they might have to say. So it's her. So you like this lady. They right now the big news is that they have the full jury selected for the trial that begins on January 8, 2024. So very soon, right? And Michelle Troconis goes online and replies to comments, right? She's always posting like evidence and criticizing news reporters and criticizing the media, how they have not covered the case, but not in the sense that you expect somebody who is regretful to have gotten into a relationship with somebody who was married, nothing like that. You would think of her being accused of what she's being accused, and having a pending trial, right? And having a missing mom of 5 who she was dating. Her husband, I guess you can say, wanted to move in their house together with her husband, even though they were still married. Instead of saying, stop accusing me of doing something that I haven't done, Michelle Troconis instead of saying, stop accusing me of something that I haven't done, go out there and keep searching for Jennifer Dulos. Instead of saying that, she's actually defending herself up and down. Like, all she talks about is how the media doesn't do a good job, how police officers contaminate evidence, how they don't do good investigation reports. You can actually go ahead and search Michelle Troconis right now on Twitter, or on Twitter, and you can see her account, and you're gonna see her photos and all of that, and you're gonna see the stuff that she's posting. To me, it's quite interesting to me to see that, because this is somebody who's going to go on trial soon, and she's freely opening her mouth on social media to basically say everything that she thinks about the whole investigation. And like I said, it's not about go out there and find Jennifer. You have 5 kids that don't have their mom. It's nothing like that. She's not talking about anything like that. She's talking about defending herself, up and down, defending herself. How, she said one thing and they took it in the complete different way, and all of that. To me, I think I actually commented in one of her posts, and I said to her in Spanish, I said, it's very surprising to me that your lawyer allows you to do what you're doing right now on social media. I think it's so crazy to me to see that. It's so bizarre for her to be so involved on social media, being accused of something so big as the disappearance of Jennifer Dulos, and she just gonna fight it through social media. Like, you have a lawyer who's telling you it's okay to do what you're doing, and I'm not here to protect her. Like I said, I already commented on her, and I know, this is my personal opinion, and I'm allowed to do that. I'm allowed to say that. I just feel that when you are dating somebody, right? Like, when you have a relationship with somebody and you're so close to them to the point that you want to move in with them and all of that, what that person speaks about on a daily basis, right? The Bible says the mouth speak, whatever the heart is full of, the mouth speak, right? So if you have a loved one, right, she loved for these Dulos, they go on vacation together and all of that, and this man, is the person you love, right? And he comes to you and he's frustrated about the divorce, and how come Jennifer doesn't want you to move in with him and the whole family together, and she's gonna see him all worried or concerned, probably dealing with the whole situation and saying many times, probably, I just hope that Jennifer disappears and things like that, because the divorce was crazy, right? I mean, for Jennifer Dulos to say something happens to her, he's gonna he's gonna be responsible. When people get to that point, when they say that, you better believe it, because they know what they're talking about. Don't look at people just on the surface, right? People know, people that you live in, especially in a marriage, they know when you get upset. They see you when you're happy, and they see you when you get upset. And for somebody to come out and say something like that, it's for a reason, right? So I don't think for Michelle Troconis to think that, that people don't see her as somebody who was somehow involved, is craziness to me. I think she's definitely has been involved in whatever happened with Jennifer Dulos. It's unfortunate for her that now, Mr. Fotis Dulos left her with the, you know, left her with the consequence of their actions, and now she probably regrets it so bad that she wants to somehow wash her hands and think she's gonna be okay. At the end of the day, guys, only God knows what happened. My thing is, I just have a feeling somehow, because of, you see how her behavior has been following the disappearance of Jennifer Dulos. The behavior of Michelle Troconis has always been of her defending herself, right? This is the same woman who wants to, speak about morals on TV and have her family speak about morals and all of that. Yeah, she was together with a married man, and then she wants to go on Twitter and say, it was a separation that was friendly and all of that, and for this Dulo that lied to me, she says all of that. But like, now that you know the truth, wouldn't you be crazy saying go out there and find Jennifer? Like, she was around those kids. She was around Jennifer Dulos kids. And there is not like two little babies that she left behind that they don't know, right from wrong. They were too young to know anything. These are kids, I think above 8 years old or something like that, who were on competitions of water skiing, all of that stuff, in water sports. And Michelle, there's photos of her going along with Fotis Dulos to all these competitions with his kids, Jennifer Dulos' kids, and she has never said anything about go out there, continue the investigation. Jennifer Dulos is out there. Fotis Dulos didn't do anything. He never mentioned anything negative about Jennifer Dulos, about hurting her, nothing like that. So if she knows more than what she's saying, definitely she knows more than what she wants to make it seem like, So it's just so interesting to me. Like, she can say on Twitter whatever she wants. She wants to accuse the media, accuse the reporters, accuse the police, accuse everybody who has been investigating the Jennifer Dulos case. At the end of the day, guys, and this is why I'm coming here to speak, at the end of the day, guys, you don't spend time with somebody who's dealing with something difficult and not hear their frustration, specifically when you know if that person who's basically blocking you from taking over Fotis Dulos' life, basically, and like to see him at peace, because whatever it was that he was arguing with during the divorce, it had to be involving their kids and money, right? Because this man was having so many loans owned by the family of Jennifer Dulos. So I'm sure his time was coming to an end. If that divorce was finalized, he didn't have any money. He probably had to pay back all the money back. So he wanted to maintain the two women, right? Jennifer Dulos for financial reasons, right? And then Michelle Troconis, for whatever reason it was. And you think Michelle Troconis wants us now to believe that she had no idea what happened with Jennifer Dulos, right? Like, she's not even saying, one time I heard him say something negative. You know why she's not saying that? You know why Michelle Troconis to this day has never said, Fotis Dulos one time told me that he was going to hurt Jennifer, and I said to him, you better not do that. You know why she has never said that out to anybody yet? Because she probably agreed with the whole thing, right? She probably agreed with the whole plan. She probably is so guilty of it, and now she is somehow talking all the time on Twitter, trying to defend herself, wash her hands, defend herself, and completely ignoring the fact that at the end of the day, it's been 4 years since we haven't seen Jennifer Dulos, and now we're supposed to believe that Michelle Troconis has nothing to do with that. I'm just gonna leave it there because it's so frustrating, okay? Let me know, everybody, what you guys think about this case. Thank you again for coming back to my channel, and if you're listening in the podcast, thank you so much for listening. God bless. Hi everybody, this is Julissa. I'm here to invite you to my podcast, Julissa Designs, and it can be found on Anchor, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify. You can join me every day as I make episodes of the latest news, real life stories, and I also share my favorite Bible verse. Hope to see you then. God bless. Everybody, this is Julissa. Thank you so much for coming to my YouTube channel. Please don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. And if you want to know more about me, you can always visit www.julissadesigns.com. Have a great day, everybody. God bless.